Going back to Hawaii, fourth bowl in 4 years. How's this trip different than the excitement and everything and the energy going into the first one 4 years ago?
Well, the first one I was a freshman. I thought, going to Hawaii, it's gonna be fun. That's all it was. It was just fun. It's the first time we've done it in 25 years back then. So obviously there was a lot of buzz around the community. This year and in previous years, it's expected to go. It's expected to go to a bowl game. We're privileged to get this game. It's the one we wanted, and to be 6-6 and getting the one we wanted is pretty special. But this is where I started my career. It's where I'm going to end it. It'll be a lot of fun, but now it's more of a business trip type deal. I got to put one last good game on film and a W on the record.
What's the biggest benefit about these 3-4 weeks off and the extended practice going into this game?
Biggest thing is just getting guys that are injured and the elements out of the way, and hopefully be the fresh as you were week one, or after the bye week, maybe coming into the bowl game. So I felt actually pretty good this year for this break. So it's been more about studying film and being able to practice the whole time. It's kind of a new experience for me.
Talk about the Fresno State defense a little bit, your impressions from what you've seen on film and your conversations with the coaches getting ready for them.
Yeah, Fresno's defense is pretty good. They run the same defense, 3-2, and they'll go to 4 down from time to time, but they run the same defense that A&M did last year. So they bring pressure from pretty much everywhere and disguise their defenses really well. So it'll be interesting. From the coach's standpoint, obviously they know that they have highly talented players. Coach Mason's coached there, and they're well known for having tough guys. And I think they have a couple All-Americans on defense, so obviously they're a pretty stout group of guys.
In the 2 bowl games that you've won, Hawaii 4 years ago, and then or 3 years ago, and then Pittsburgh last year, you've had someone sort of emerge with a big performance. Margus Hunt had 3 sacks last year. Kyle Padron set the Hawaii Bowl passing record 3 years ago. Is that something that you guys as a team can see in practice? You can tell someone's cranked up their performance an extra notch? Or was it a surprise to you as well when someone has a big performance?
Yeah, I think it's just, that day, that guy just, something clicked, he turned the switch on and he goes off. I just hope we have everybody playing consistently well, like they can, rather than one guy standing out. But I guess whatever it takes to win. So if one guy has to stand out and everybody else plays, at their own level, and then if that wins, that's awesome. But I don't think there's any indicators in practice. I think everybody's, coming out here and working with the same intensity right now. So maybe you'll see us all playing at a new level this game.
You said you're going to wrap up your career in Hawaii, but you do have one more game after that. You got invited to play in the EastWest Shrine game.
Yep.
What was your reaction to that invitation?
Obviously, I was very honored. I know not everybody gets invited to those kind of deals, so I know they don't take. There's only so many spots for running back, so it's just kind of who's talking in your favor, what they hear about you. So I'm glad they heard the right things to invite me, and obviously that'll be an awesome experience on January 19th.
How much do you allow yourself to think about what's next after this season? Because you obviously you're graduating, you're a senior, you've got your place in the record book, and your name has come up as one of the guys who has a chance to play next year, play beyond college. How much do you think about that?
Well, you do a little bit, here and there. Obviously, my dad's talking to guys. They're going to help me afterwards as far as training places and possible agents. Obviously, I can't sign until after the season's over, so he's been kind of trying to figure that all out. He kind of gives me hints on here and there what he thinks. So, those types of times, you can think about it a little bit, but that's not anything I discuss outside of just with my parents and in my own privacy. So other than that, it's strictly putting this team first and putting one last good game on film, because I start thinking about that, then I feel like I'm gonna let this team down. So just consistently coming out here watching film, worrying about Fresno.
Other than the game, what are you looking forward to the most about your trip to Hawaii?
Looking forward to. I remember the pineapple being really good. So I think we have a luau the first night. I think that's where the good pineapple was. So I'm gonna look for the pineapple.